And we are live. So hello everybody, meet our team in our 6th in a row Spiral Scout Ecosystem News event. So meet our team. Here you can see Pavel, it's our lead Spiral Framework developer. Hello Pavel. Next is Alexey Gagarin, is our leader of Cycle RM database and database things. And our head CTO and Anton Titov. Hello, Anton. I'm afraid so it's some problem. Yeah, we're in English. I'm afraid I don't hear you, Anton.
Yeah, because I was muted, and obviously Valeria on this call as well.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
did you forget yourself?
Yeah, and myself, sure. So today our plan is to present our new features, our new development progress, what we did in the past, what our plans, and so on. So I'll going to be first. So let's start my presentation. I prepared the presentation, guys. Yeah. So my presentation is about Roadrunner. Yeah, and here you can see it. Oh my god. From the last slide. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, first feature which I would like to present to you guys, it's our new 2.11 Roadrunner release. Yoo-hoo! So we released, and what is new in this release? So first of all, some deprecations here. We deprecated a new Relic middleware. So why we did this? We did this for the following reason. So since the New Relic middleware supports the OpenTelemetry protocol and New Relic observability system supports this protocol, the Datadog supports this protocol, and many other smaller systems, we developed and released the OpenTelemetry middleware. So please use it instead of New Relic. The next thing is we are planning to deprecate in version 2.12 WebSocket and Broadcast plugin, and they will be replaced by the Centrifuge plugin. So why we did this? So our WebSockets and Broadcast plugins are excellent, but they don't have a front-end support. So it's lack of front-end support. And since our team is small, we decided to use a Centrifuge library that to cover the needs of the WebSocket, Broadcast, client-side capabilities, and so on. So you would like you will use first-class support of front-end features like WebSocket and so on. So, but within 2.12 release, we will replace both these plugins with the Centrifuge plugin. But what does it mean for you, our users? So you'll be able to use a Broadcast and WebSocket plugins. But in this case, after version 2.12 release, you'll have to build your Roadrunner bundle with Velox. So we don't delete these repositories, so you are safe to use them if you need some time to transfer your code base to a new Centrifuge like code base. So our features. So the first most significant feature that Roadrunner can now be embedded, and this feature is done by our community and more precisely by our user Happin. So I'll show you how it works. So as you can see here, this is how the library will work. You'll have the main, like in every Golang library has. You have to go get our Roadrunner library, use the Roadrunner library path and import here, and then just create a new Roadrunner instance, and that's it. You need to provide a path to the Roadrunner YAML configuration. You are able to use any configuration you want. You are able to use your plugin you want. So if you want to parse the configuration by yourself, feel free to do it. The second argument here is overrides. For example, if you want to override the number of workers in HTTP pool and so on. And the last argument is the default plugins list. So this plugin list is our default bundle included in the Roadrunner, but it's safe to override it with your plugins lists. So here just regular Golang error handling mechanism, and all you need to do is to serve this function and notify if you want to stop by Ctrl+C hit, and just hand on select call and wait for the error or stop signal. So that's it for you. But I have to warn you that this functionality at the moment in the beta stage. That means that we may change interface or like some features inside it without notice. I'm joking, so we will not you for sure, but they can be changed. And let's move forward. The next most significant feature is Kafka plugin. And I guess that's it. So it's just Kafka plugin. We released new plugin for the job plugin, and you are now able to use a Kafka system with Roadrunner, with more particularly with the jobs plugin. And here you may use, for example, some partitions, offsets, some topics, and group IDs. So most of the Kafka features are covered by this plugin, but it's this plugin, like our embeddable Roadrunner, is still in beta. So we are here your feedback. If you have any, please feel free to join our Discord server and provide your feedback, and we will change if it will be significant. The next feature is new CLI commands. So now you have jobs, like jobs feature with Roadrunner CLI. Now you may pause, resume, list, and destroy jobs pipelines. It can be done with just a regular command like run jobs, resume, and list of the pipelines. And the last but not least feature is our cache. I want to remember that Roadrunner is not a web server, it's application server, but we have some of the features of the web server. One of them is cache. So the driver was made by our fantastic community, and more particularly by DarkWeg user. So for the GET requests in our synthetic benchmark, we saw like 5x improvement in RPS and more than 10x and in latency. So that means if you use cache with your Nginx, so any Apache web server, you may now use the cache also with a Roadrunner. So that's, I guess, it for my side. We also have a lot of bug fixed. We have a lot of minor features implemented. Feel free to look at the release notes posted in our Discord server. And we are moving to the next. But awesome Pavel. So Pavel, the floor is yours. Let me just show you presentation, your awesome presentation.
Okay, hello guys. It's time for another episode of the Spiral Framework News. Thank you so much for watching us. It's episode 6. I'm Pavel. Okay, let's begin. Our PHP team has worked hard last month, and at last we've released the first release candidate of Spiral Framework. In this episode, we will take a look at new things that were added to the Spiral Framework. The first thing that has been changed is the router component. There are a lot of improvements in it, and the main improvements are ability to register global and specific global middleware and middleware for a specific group, and ability to create and manage named groups. As you can see, now you can control global middleware in one place, and no more global middleware that you can disable. Also, you can combine middleware into groups and then apply them to specific road groups. And every group will be registered into the container as a pipeline and can be used for a specific road or road group. Here you can see how to register group middleware, and then you can use this middleware like named middleware with a group name. Okay, next one second. What about route groups? As you can see, we added a helper class routing configurator that will help you, for example, import routes from a specific file or register new routes to the router, or register a default route. And also manage middleware for route and use simply methods for for working with roads. Okay, next. The Spiral framework now doesn't have tight coupling with Laminus Diactoros and Niholm PSR7 packages, and you can use any PSR implementation in your application. But by default, we use Niholm bridge in Spiral HTTP application skeleton. Next, we improved the input manager class, and there is an ability to register custom bags, and also replace the current implementation of existing bags. For example, now you can register a new bag, for example, Symfony files bag, that will convert all uploaded files into Symfony uploaded file classes, and you will have access to the objects through the name of this input bag. You can see an example here. You can request Symfony files. This is the name of input bag, and request an avatar that will return a Symfony uploaded file object. Next, we added a new serializer component that is responsible for serializing and deserializing data. It provides an ability to configure application serializers in one place and use them in specific components, such as queue for payload serialization and deserialization. In this example, you can see how to register serializers in the component, how to define a default serializer, and you can create a new serializers by implementing serializer interface class. And you can also register custom serializers through the serializer config or queue bootloader. Next one, we also added an ability to specify what serializer should serialize and deserialize payload data for a specific job in the queue component. On the slide, you can see an example of how to connect a job with a specific serializer. Now you can specify what job name should be connected with what serializer. By name, by serializer class, or via afterwire. Okay, next. The next thing that we added to the queue component is interceptors. They will help you at domain-specific logic into job pushing or consuming processes. For example, you may validate some data before pushing or handling exception via interceptors in consumer. Next one, in view component, we added an ability to define global variables. Now you can register variables that will be accessed globally in any template. You can register global variables as well from a bootloader as from view config file. We also improved console component, and now you can replace the default output object. We can specify your own implementation of output, and also can use interceptors for console comments. That's all. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I
I can
guess it's
probably
very nice, well-prepared presentation. Yeah, Anthony.
Yeah, that was amazing, Pavel. Just to add a little for the history, the release of the Spiral 3 is going to be a validational release, so we're not aiming to break everything we can break. That's going to be coming in the future releases. For right now, we are focusing on removing all the deprecations and polishing all the edge cases we found over the years. So most of the work was focusing on this direction. As for the new components, you guys probably have seen the releases of new Roadrunner plugins, temporal plugins, and a bunch of improvements for the second version of framework, which also comes to the third one.
Yeah,
So
thank you very much for additions. Yeah, I guess guys will break everything in 3.0.1. I'm just joking. So from the Golang developer perspective, it was like just some random PHP code, like as always. So our next in a row. So Alexei will present our future and present changes for the cycle RAM. So Alexei, floor is yours as usual.
Yeah, thank you. About the cycle project. Unfortunately, I don't have as many updates as Pyle or Valera, but there is something. DB abstraction layer now supports PHP enums and columns small int type. Also the compatibility with Spiral Framework 3 has been fixed. Array support for in and not in operators will be added in the next release. After that, you won't need to wrap it in the injection parameter. About ORM, added support for loop PHP collections, added support for enums in default typecast handler. That's all for now. I hope after the Spiral Framework 3 release we will spend more time on the cycle. Guys.
Alexei, blink 2 times if you need help, please. Thank you very much, Alexei.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I guess that's it for today. If there are any questions in the chat, have a look. No questions.
No questions in chat, looks like.
Yeah. So
short, sweet report.
Yeah, it's just like our report for the community. It's like a government reports for its like users or civils and so on. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and thank you for attending our event. See you at the Spiral Ecosystem News Part 7, and have a good day, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.